Yeah, lots and lots of fear. I really feel it now. I feel the fear. You know what fear feels like, right? Makes your eyes go wide like that. Although, I mean, it's only if you're naturally extremely frightened in the moment that your eyes go really wide. But right now my eyes are wider than normal, I would say. And maybe that's it. And it's something that I have to go through in order to get better, I have a feeling. It's just an emotion that I've been like hiding, and it needs to come out, so that's what I'm letting it do. And it's kind of terrifying to do that, but it feels good at the same time. It feels like I'm actually letting my body heal myself, and that's nice. So I don't know why I decided to talk to a webcam today. Maybe just because, I don't know, maybe it just helps me get the emotions out of myself better. Don't know what to talk about, so like, yeah, I'm probably just gonna hang out here, talk about nothing, because nothing is such a beautiful thing that no one really appreciates anymore. No one can appreciate nothing. And I think it's when you learn how to appreciate nothing that you find yourself, you find who you are. It's when you have the ability to sit still, all on your own, without, like, if you have the ability to be in solitary confinement, right, just all on your lonesome, and still be absolutely fine. And I think that's when you found you. That's when you found out who you really are. And that's when you're okay with that. And one person that I know who got to that point was that comedian, Patrice O'Neill. I saw a video of him just having a conversation with someone. It was like an interview. It was supposed to be like an official interview, but he kind of asked like very interesting questions and made very interesting statements that are not polite in a way, but they made the whole room much more comfortable. It made it much more relaxed and honest. He was all about honesty, about being honest, being who you are, and being honest to yourself about who you are. And I don't know why he died. I guess he was sick, or he got a sickness or something. But it's good that he actually found himself. I don't know if he was always like that. He might not have been. So what have I been doing today, anyways? Well, today I've been doing absolutely nothing, really. I've done some work. I am a programmer for a company that does programming for a forum software called vBulletin. You've probably heard the name of it if you've been to any semi-famous or even famous forum. vBulletin is quite often the most used forum for that purpose, unless like the company that uses forums, that wants a forum, makes its own forum, like Newgrounds or something. But yeah, so I do work for that. And right now you could say that I'm procrastinating, but I like to think of it as healing myself emotionally, because I've been working myself up about this whole job thing for a while, and it's not real fun. It's not really fun to feel bad when you do something, even when you're working. Like, have you ever procrastinated against something, and then when you start doing it, you feel really bad? I always thought that was something you had to go through, but I've realized lately that that's not something you have to go through. That's kind of bullshit. And I'm not going to go through it. I'm going to, let my emotions flow and be okay with working. Maybe I'm just bullshitting. Maybe I'm just being lazy. I probably am. Or you could say that I am. But I don't think I am. I think I am just being honest rather than lazy, you know? I mean, I have been lazy, but at least now I understand that, well, over the past few years I've been suppressing emotions that I've had, and it's really hurt to do that. Like, I have a lot of pride in me, and I suppress it. Because I was taught, through Catholicism, which is what I was raised, the religion that I was raised in. I am still Catholic, but I have been taught that, humility is the right way to go. But I was never taught that pride, you have to feel pride in order to let it go and actually be humble. What I was being, like, for these past 2 years was what you would call fake. Wait, why am I? That's not, never mind. What you would call fake humility. And fake humility is just pride, but saying, oh, look how humble I am. But I didn't like to believe that, so I didn't believe that. But I mean, whenever I came across a situation where I acted humble, but really didn't feel humble, it always hurt right here, right in my gut. It always stung. And that's basically, I think, how I know that I was suppressing pride then. Because I really, I don't deal with people socially, person to person that much, because I'm not very good at that yet. I'm gonna get good at it eventually. I'm planning on making myself better at it, but I'm not good at it right now. And where was I going? Social thoughts. Totally lost my train of thought there. But that's okay. I'll find it. Maybe. Right, hiding pride. I still don't remember. Yeah, mainly the places where I hide pride have been on YouTube and in forums, where I would say something and someone would say something snarky back, and I would try to be humble back to them, but I wouldn't want to. And I think trying to be humble is very different than, I would type oh, I'm sorry for saying that, when I really wanted to say you're a fucking asshole and you're stupid and you don't know what you're saying. I really wanted to say something like that, but I say oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. But I didn't really feel that way when I said that, so I hated saying that. And I hated myself for saying that. And I think when you really feel humble, you actually want to say that to everybody. So I was basically being, in denial about my pride. And now I've finally found it again, and I've accepted that I'm proud. So maybe I can finally let it go and actually be humble. Because I do, while, prideful people are kind of cool sometimes, I do prefer, for myself, I would want to be humble. I mean, I want to be someone who anyone can be comfortable around. This is very, prideful, weird thing. I don't know, but I want to be someone who can be, a calming person, maybe. Someone who can calm people, or something like that. I don't even know where I'm going with this. But, honesty, man. It's difficult to, describe. Difficult to, do. Be. All that stuff. And yeah, I think I'm finally, that's what I'm basically going through right now. And it's emotionally kind of a roller coaster, because I got all these emotions that I've been hiding from myself even, and now they're all coming out. And it's not like I'm being panicked or being proud. It's more that I'm admitting to myself that I am scared, or that I am proud, or that I am apathetic and hopeless feeling, or whatever. And that's sort of helping me just forget about it and let it go, and actually effectively remove it from myself, rather than try to push it away, which just makes it come up later, again, and again, and again, and again, and again. This has been going on for like 2 years or something, so it's nice to know that I'm at least getting a little better at being myself and being honest, you know? I feel like I'm being honest with you right now, because it's a webcam, and like normally when I talk to a webcam I feel uncomfortable, but right now I feel fine. Maybe because I'm not staring, like normally, you know, my mind would go through all these things, like what, should I look at the camera, or should I look at the thing, should I always look at the camera, should I constantly look at the camera, like, oh, Lee Doran, that guy who makes conservative videos, he constantly looks at the camera, but he gets blamed for it, so maybe I should look at the camera, but I should look at it sometimes, and maybe, do I, like, look for 5 seconds at something else and look at the camera for, you know, it's being unnatural with the camera, and thinking too much, overthinking it, when really it doesn't matter, none of it matters. It's like, nothing really matters, and that's sort of a beautiful thing about life, and not a terrible thing about life. You see, if you're apathetic, if you're feeling apathetic, or if you're feeling hopeless, let's say, if you're feeling like nothing's working, you're never going to get anywhere, then you will see the fact that nothing matters differently than if you're feeling courageous, or you're feeling inspired. Nothing matters, huh? Nothing matters means I should kill myself if you're hopeless. Or nothing matters means that if you're afraid, maybe nothing matters means that there's nothing to do. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what to do with fear. But anyways, I guess I will make another video about my future plans. I don't even know if I'm going to upload this video, because it's kind of personal. But, you know, at least it's honest, right? At least I'm being honest. At least I'm being straightforward. At least I'm being like a Frankfurter. If anyone understands where I'm referring to that reference, if anyone gets that, good on you. I don't even know if I quoted it right, but that was from a vocabulary book for learning SAT words, where they would give you like a comic book image, and then like to give you like a hint for the word. So there would be like for Frank, as in, you know, honest, straightforward, there would be a Frankfurter, and he would be being frank with someone about like an opinion, and he would have eyes and stuff, and it would be Frankfurter, and, you know, stuff that I learned from. I'm homeschooled, by the way. So yeah, next video I make will be about my future plans, and this video is done.